Sup, kids? Blacky Black Metal here again. Sorry. Fuck that intro all up. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, this is kind of sucked that I did that too, because today is Dom's birthday. May he rest in peace. It really sucks, even more so that I'm from North Carolina, so to know that the retard that is responsible for basically Pantera never being able to get back together. Okay, so if you were upset, okay, apparently the story is that dude was upset that Pantera was not gonna get back together or something because of Doms and Vinnie Paul or whatever. And of course, man, who knows? You're not in Pantera, man. You can't read a magazine and just decide you're gonna make some kind of action or kill somebody. Like, okay, well, if you were upset about them not getting back together, killing Dimebag fucking Daryl was, that would seal the deal there, wouldn't it? Like, that's the kind of stupid idiots we're breeding down here. Like, are you serious? Damage Plan with Dimebag and Vinnie Paul comes to North Carolina, and we got a idiot there that goes to the show and kills Dimebag and shoots Vinnie Paul. Like, really, that's what our claim to fame here is. It's fucking doing something stupid and eliminating somebody who is one of the greatest at what he does in the world. Like, I mean, come on, dude, seriously, it really sucks. Whatever the politics are, half of us as Pantera fans hate Phil for whatever reason or whatever he said publicly about the breakup, and then half of us hate Dimebag or Vinnie Paul because of this kind of whatever contract sign. Like, I don't know what happened between these dudes. You don't really even know, because what's printed is whatever the actual reporter wants printed, more or less. That's something that we don't really think about as far as media stuff and stories and interviews and how they're printed. They're edited, they're cut up, they're cut to say whatever they want the reader to take away from the article or whatever it is. So as far as what happened between Pantera, like, are you serious? Like, that's why we're never going to see Pantera ever again, because some dude wanted to like fantasize that he was somehow involved in whatever turmoil was going on between them guys. Seriously? Like, that sucks. Now it's like this would have been a black tooth grin occasion. You get drunk on Dimebag's birthday. Now it's like, okay, it's not really like the same, because you're forced to think about the fact of why Dimebag isn't there. It just kind of sucks. It's like, why would somebody do something so stupid? Anyway, being from the South, growing up with Pantera, like, there was all the kids I hung out with, whether they were like straight metal most of the time or not really. Like, there were kids I hung out with that weren't like metal like that, but damn if they didn't listen to Pantera, because we're from the South, and it's like something about that kind of groove, as Phil would call it, that groove metal thing that Pantera does is just, you can't help but feel it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's the same for other metalheads that just happen to like Pantera, but to know what Phil's talking about and shit, and like to know, like, the kind of people that showed up on the Vulgar DVDs, like, that was the most awesome thing, like seeing them like around other Southerners. It's just funny. It's just the way like we get down. Is think about, like, how people from New York or whatever always talking about New York and this, New York that, but I mean, if you look at it, that's kind of how we are down here. Like, we all can relate, like, even with me being a black kid or whatever, like, we all kind of come from the same thing down here, so we can kind of like, but then I've always been like a metal black kid, so something entirely different, playing guitar and shit, and I wasn't good. I played, but it wasn't good. But I'll tell the truth, I'm gonna be one day. I'm gonna pick that one back up. But anyway, it really sucks that we want to do a video about Doms and Pantera or whatever, and you get forced to think about why they'll never really be a band again. Why it'll never happen. Now, like, forget all that. I was upset about the whole existence of other bands and shit, but I liked Phil's other bands. not well, kind of down, and then like definitely Super Joint. Loved fucking Super Joint. Damage Plan was okay just because Dimes and Vinnie Paul were in it. Like, so you just kind of like you were getting still that little taste of Pantera. So all together as a fan, like, you know, things suck, but whatever, you know. Things will be, maybe it'll happen later, because maybe people bury the hatchet after they, you know, get together and get fucked up for a little bit, and they're like, well, dude, man, I should have let this shit go 7 years ago. That's kind of how friendships are. Like, you might have some kind of crazy hiatus like that, and then end up turning around and, you know, being tighter than you were before you had the falling out. So thank you, fucking jerk face, who ended up getting shot in the face and killed after he shoots Doms and shoots Vinnie Paul. Thank you, dead piece of shit, for making it so that we'll never ever see Pantera ever again. Just go ahead and say it, you know. Like, somebody should have said it, and probably did then too. But fuck, you know. Just thinking about it, like, there's some things that happen for a reason or happen due to circumstance, and it's kind of like it's not so much like you're hurt and you're disappointed, but this is one of those, just like, oh my, like John Lennon, like any kind of, when you kill somebody who was really important for absolutely no reason or gain or anything. Like, that's the worst thing, is when you did just because you're a fucking retard. Sorry, try not to swear. You know, I'm a nice guy. I only get real sweary like when I'm talking about metal and shit like that. So, but fuck, you know, hairs in my face. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, there's nothing even good you can really even say. I mean, I listen to everything Phil has to say, like, just for out of respect as a musician. I definitely can feel a lot of shit Phil has said. I mean, you know, all we have is memories now, you know. Who didn't love this album? You know, who didn't love Far Beyond Driven, Vulgar Display, great Southern Trend, man, Southern Trendkill. I know some people are, Southern Trendkill is when they start, shut up. I'm from the South. Southern Trendkill was fucking awesome. Fuck you. Anyway, sorry. But, man, all I can say really is, it's a shame Dimes is gone. There'll never be a Pantera ever again. They're not like one of these bands you can put together. And then, like, who likes a band like with Iron Maiden with no Bruce Dickinson, Queen with no Freddie Mercury, what's another bullshit thing they do? Black Sabbath with no Ozzy and no D. Like, who wants to see Black Sabbath without either of the most famous frontmen with them? No one. Journey with no Steve Perry. Okay, the list goes. You might as well do Aerosmith with no Steven Tyler. I await the day that sells tickets. When some dude decides, you know what, well, Steven Tyler wouldn't be in Aerosmith more. You know what? Let's get some other dude that sounds like him and tour. People will totally buy. Yeah, they will buy tickets, won't they? God, that sucks. That's the worst thing, is that they're right. Yeah, idiots will still buy tickets to bands without the original frontman. So technically, my point is lost. R.I.P. to Dimes, man. It's a real. Let me gotta put my. Yeah, I'm black, so you gotta make sure you see the horns, because otherwise, no horns. All right. Anyway, it's a shame we won't see another Pantera. There'll never be Pantera ever again. Dimebag Darrell, one of the greatest guitarists to ever live, you know, will never be here again. So it really sucked. It sucked the day that it happened. You know, you want to talk about something totally effing up your whole day. Like, that was a real tough day for me. No 5 when that shit happened. But anyway, much respect to Vinnie Paul still. Like, that's Vinnie Paul, Rex Brown, the original members, still around. Phil lost, you know, all due respect to Phil, but it's a shame, you know, whatever happened, but as a fan and loving what y'all put together and what you made, not really being part of the personal aspect of it, it's truly a shame that such great music, you know, will never be written again. So, see what I mean? That's a downer video there. Blackie Black Metal is not a downer. He's a rockin'. He's a black metal clown. Hail Satan! You know, what the fuck? Now I have to do a downer video about Dimes being dead, no Pantera. Come on, man. Alright, hopefully something good will happen this week. Y'all kids take care.